सबके मन को भाया। ओ बंधुरे मीठे वचनों से साई सबके मन को भाया। साई के दीवानों को कोई पाए ना। साई मिले सभी के दिल में। मेरा साई मिले सभी के दिल में। सभी मिले साई में। साई मिले कौन से रूप में कोई जाने ना। साई मिले सभी के दिल में। मेरा साई मिले सभी के दिल में। मेरा साई मिले सभी के दिल में।
साईं भजो साईं जपो साईं रटो साईं सुमरो। साईं भजो साईं जपो साईं रटो साईं सुमरो। ओम साईं राम ओम साईं राम ओम साईं राम ओम साईं राम। साईं भजो साईं जपो साईं रटो साईं सुमरो। साईं भजो साईं जपो साईं रटो साईं सुमरो। ओम साईं राम ओम साईं राम ओम साईं राम ओम साईं राम। जिक्र में साईं मेरे फिक्र में साईं। जिक्र में साईं मेरे फिक्र में साईं। आन में साईं मेरी शान में साईं। आन में साईं मेरी शान में साईं। रैनन में साईं मेरे सैनन में साईं मेरे। रैनन में साईं मेरे सैनन में साईं मेरे। बैनन में साईं मेरे नैनन में साईं। साईं भजो साईं जपो साईं रटो साईं सुमरो। साईं भजो साईं जपो साईं रटो साईं सुमरो। ओम साईं राम 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 ओम साईं राम।
साईं राम साईं श्याम Thursday, 25th June. There's something called a hack, a workaround, and in India sometimes we call it jugaad. Today, we are going to watch an interesting video put together by our girls. And it reminds me of how innovative we Indians can be. That when faced with any set of challenges, we find workarounds, we find hacks to make the work simpler or to find shortcuts, and sometimes very, very naughtily, mischievously, to escape the work. So when I saw that video, I was impressed and depressed at the same time. That is this what students are up to? Heaven help us. Learn to laugh.
Every morning, start a new page in your story. Make it a great one today. Namaste and a very good morning to all of you. I, Tanushka Goswami, on the behalf of the TGES family, welcome you all to the morning assembly. Today is 25th June 2020. અને ગુજરાતી કેલેન્ડર પ્રમાણે આજે અષાઢ સુદ ચોથ છે. When you kneel down to God, He stands up for you. And when He stands up for you, no one can stand against you. So with these spiritual thoughts, let's proceed towards Om Sahana Bhavatu and the chanting of Om.
पावन आत्मा आजा दिल में मेरे, करुणा कृपा दे दे। पावन आत्मा आजा दिल में मेरे, अपनी दया दे दे। बरसा दे करुणा कृपा, बरसा दे अपनी दया।
बरसा दे करुणा कृपा, बरसा दे अपनी दया। पावन आत्मा आजा दिल में मेरे, मुक्ति मुझे दे दे, प्यार मुझे दे दे, खुशियाँ मुझे दे दे, ज्ञान मुझे दे दे।
After these spiritual and mind-soothing prayers, let's proceed to the performances of the participants. All students throughout the world are studying by online classes. So we have decided that today's theme will be online classes. As I told, nowadays all the students are learning by online classes. So we, the students of TGES, want to present an amazing act out for the same. The participants of this act out are Diva Ramchandani, Nanisha Nandani with Heer Morzaria, Nishi Parsana, Pankti Amritya, Prisha Matalia, Pranshi Parasrampuria, Sia Antala and Tanishka Gadlani. Wow! It was an exemplary performance. Now I will like to call out Khushi Parsana, Mansi Buddhadev and Dhruvi Tilwa to perform and debate. This debate is also on online learning. It also tells about the setbacks and the benefits of online learning.
Hello everyone. The world is changing before we know it, and so are our lives. The roads miss the hustle and bustle of the city. The railway stations and airports miss the enthusiastic travelers out to explore new places. And the walls of the school miss the laughter of young minds. A few months ago, none of us would have even imagined of learning through a screen. But here we are. Instead of us going to school, school comes to our home. Instead of us sneaking out of classrooms to have a quick break, all we do is switch off our videos and relax. But I'm confused. Are these online classes even helpful? Well, let's hear it from Mansi and Khushi.
Of course, online classes are helpful. If it weren't for online classes, education would come to an absolute standstill, and we would all be sitting idle and doing nothing.
Are we even learning here? Because most of the people I know turn off their mics and videos. So, how's education taking place?
But have you ever thought that this is the true test of our dedication and commitments towards studies? There are two ways to look at this situation. We can sit home and slack about online classes, or we can make the most out of our online classes by being productive and studying as well as we used to.
Staring at a screen for hours and hours harms child's eyesight and vision. Sitting on a chair for such prolonged hours reduces child's physical activity and does a great loss to their body since they are at a growing age.
Yes, that's absolutely true. Those health issues definitely persist. However, do you realize if online classes weren't being held, it would lead to a complete mental block, and their imagination would cease to exist. As it is a bare fact that children don't tend to study on their own if there's no one teaching them, as it is a basic human tendency. Do you realize how disastrous that could be?
Yes, I agree with you. But having to complete assignments, do projects, hand in worksheets, and study during this pandemic puts immense pressure on students. Students across the world have also reported that they are given more work during these challenging times, making it even more difficult for them.
Yes, Kushi, you couldn't be truer. However, you might have heard the quote, "An idle mind is a devil's workshop." The assignments and projects do a good job keeping students busy. For if they were free, they would find different ways of investing their time, out of which some of them could be extremely non-productive, as if playing video games or scrolling through social medias all day long.
Yes, Mansi, you are totally right. But we have to take into consideration the fact that online time does not provide many social interactions that students have at school. Thus, social skills are not developed and are not taken care of. Students are deprived of human touch and are used to having their teachers around. But now they feel uncomfortable and anxious asking doubts and speaking up because they are talking to their teachers from a screen.
Oh my god, guys. This could go on forever. Both of you are right in the stance you took. But what I take away from this discussion is that something is better than nothing. Imagine, if this pandemic had taken place 20 years ago, would we have been able to provide such excellent education? In today's highly advanced technological world, technology has made the impossible now possible. If it weren't for technology, education would have come to a halt, thereby reducing overall progress and productivity of the entire world. Yes, online classes has its setbacks which cannot be ignored. But every coin has two sides, and for me, the benefits weigh over the setbacks. We must appreciate and be grateful for what we have. Thank you.
Wonderful performance. You three were outstanding. Now Maitri Davda will recite a poem in English. This poem tells us about distance learning. Also, this talks about Zoom. I bet you're gonna enjoy it, especially the students.
Namaste. My name is Maitri Davda. Today I'll be sharing my experience of distance learning through a poem. It was the day of distance learning. It was the day of distance learning, and all through the room, the children were getting ready to talk to their teacher through Zoom. The background was selected, most with great care, in hopes that the teacher would soon be there. The children were huddled, all snugged for their call, while parents hoped that she could help with it all. Mama fretted the science and I feared the math, but the children were waiting and all started to nap. When up on the screen arose such a clatter, I sprang to the device to see what was the matter. The microphone wouldn't work, the connection was low, and the internet was down, so we all blamed Dad. When what to my wandering eyes would have happened but our teacher to calm all our greatest fears with a patient smile so lively with ease. I knew our homework would now be a breeze. More rapid than eagles, that understanding came. Our children were delighted as she called them by name. Now Billy, now Jane, now Coral and Sarah, on Breezy and Ocean and Tara. To your work, she cried. Read books. away all. As leaves before the hurricane fly, the children started to work and they didn't even cry. Then the courses flew from houses to houses through English and writing and algebra too. Then, with a wink of her eye and twist of her head, our teacher told us there was nothing to dread. I checked my child's work. Then, she filled the grade book with the grades. I thanked my teacher kindly as she waved goodbye and ended the Zoom as I let out a sigh. But I heard her exclaim as she went out of sight, "There was nothing to worry, it will be all right."
Amazing, Maitri! You did a great job. Now Pooja Devnani will perform an enthusiastic dance performance. In TGES, Pooja is in category 5 and has won rank 2, which is amazing.
चोरी चोरी दिल मंगदी सामने किसे दे बुलाउणों संगदी दुनिया तो चोरी चोरी दिल मंगदी नाले लिखदी रोज सानू चिट्ठियां जिने मेरा दिल लुटिया जिने मैनू मार सुटिया लक पतला बलौरी ओदे नैन नैन कन्ने चुम के हुलारे ओदे लैन लैन गल्लां करदी शायद तो मिठियां जिने मेरा दिल लुटिया जिने मैनू मार सुटिया जिने मेरा दिल लुटिया
Wow! Your dance was amazing. Now, let's give a few seconds to our country, India. I request all of you to stand up for the national anthem. Assembly Savdhan.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Assembly Vishram. I thank the most efficient deck team, the wonderful musical team, and the amazing reciters and performers for their effort that they have put in to make this assembly successful. Now I request Kiran sir to take over. Thank you and have a wonderful Thursday.
Thank you. A family in Rajkot, well-wishers obviously, gifted me a book some time back. It's called Leaders Eat Last by Simon Sinek. There are lots of videos by Simon available on the internet, and if you would like to get a glimpse of what he's talking about, then by all means go to YouTube. But I would recommend every single parent, every single business leader, every single employer, every single manager, whether it is a house manager or a business manager, must read this book. All of us are required to exhibit what is known as leadership thinking. Far too many of us think like followers only. And in these days, these times, this 21st century, that is not enough. We have to teach our children to think like leaders, and they will do so only when we do so. Think about it.
उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई, उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई, अब रैन कहाँ जो सोवत है, जो सोवत है वो खोवत है, जो सोवत है वो खोवत है, जो जागत है वो पावत है। उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई। उठ नींद से अखियां खोल जरा, है गाफिल रब पे ध्यान लगा। उठ नींद से अखियां खोल जरा, है गाफिल रब पे ध्यान लगा। ये प्रीत करन की रीत नहीं, ये प्रीत करन की रीत नहीं, रब जागत है तू सोवत है। उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई। नादान भुगत करनी अपनी, है पापी पाप में चैन कहाँ। नादान भुगत करनी अपनी, है पापी पाप में चैन कहाँ। जब पाप की गठरी शीश धरी, जब पाप की गठरी शीश धरी, अब शीश पकड़ क्यों रोवत है। उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई, उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई। उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर